Well, we have just finished our first season with Plymouth Argyle finishing in 10th, which after one season, not too bad. It's not playoffs, but I think next year, with some decent improvements in the squad, obviously with the likes of Baidu and Ben Irus coming back from their respective loans, I think next season we're going to go up. Hello, welcome to part 7 of Home Park Heroes, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our summer transfer window where hopefully we'll be signing a whole bunch of players. How many? I don't know. That's to be expected. I reckon there'll probably be at least 5 or 6 new signings, possibly a little bit more, but at the bare minimum, we'll have at least 5 new players joining us by the end of this episode. So I think we'll probably just do this episode up until the end of the transfer window, because we don't need to see our first League One games again, because it should be a walk in the park this season. But let's take a look at our end of season reviews. Obviously, the board expected us to finish in the top half. We successfully did that, obviously, by finishing 10th, so it's not too bad. It could have been better, but I think judging by what our fixtures look like, it seemed to be very much a period of good form and a period of really bad form. There's some decent form, there's some inconsistent form, and December pretty inconsistent, followed by another inconsistent month. February, again, inconsistent and bad again, and March was pretty bad. Then by April, it turned out to be in good form again. So we're very, on the much of the whole of the season, very inconsistent. So we're going to try and change that for this year and try and just make us good throughout the whole year and hopefully get promoted. So let's see what the board want us to do next year. So board mission is develop players using the club's youth system. I think that's doable because we do have quite a lot of good high quality potential youngsters. I'll go through them in a minute. Work within the wage budget, that's completely fine. Maximum tier contracts that we don't need to worry about because obviously we're not signing any old men. Might offer contracts to old men that are still with us, but we're not signing anyone over the age of 25. But is that it? What's the 5-year plan? Anything on the 5-year plan? So by the end of this season, probably reach the Sky Bet League One playoff. Said win promotion. That's within the next 3 years. Want us to win promotion to the championship. Then look at win promotion and look to build on promotion to the championship. Whatever that means, I presume that's just staying in the championship or getting promoted to the Premier League. I don't know. Don't really know what that means, but I think that this season's got to be the year we definitely try and go up. But obviously, we're not going to tell the players that we're going to aim to be promoted. I think we'll just say, I think we're definitely confident of getting players because we've got some decent players. I think we just need to find the right caliber of players. I've got nothing else to talk to you about. We still don't know the budgets. That's the worrying thing, which I'm slightly alarmed about. We will have a 4-week pre-season, so Jack Bycroft, how good are you? Not great at all. Aaron Cresswell, I'd love to sign you, but you're just about 11 years too old. Again, most of these players are most likely. Joe Bursick would be a decent goalkeeper, but obviously we're not looking to sign goalkeepers for now. Obviously we've got Unihig still out on loan, but he hasn't got work permit. I want to know the budget. Oh, here we go. Here's the budgets. I thought we were going to get them in the last episode, but we didn't. But let's see. Let's see the budgets. I'm not expecting a lot, but okay. I can work with that. I can work with 1.5 million. 1.5 million in League One. Not too bad. 170k wage budget. That's been reduced. Has that been reduced? But obviously we do have a lot of players out of contract. Obviously the out of contract players so far, Sorinola, I think he's probably going to end up going because I just don't think he's a lead in League Two. He didn't really play a whole great deal of games last season. Luca Ashby-Hammond is out of contract. I think he'll probably end up leaving us. Although he was decent backup, I think he will go unless we can get him down to a lower wage. He's only on 1.5k a week, but I think he'll go. Callum Wright was obviously out on loan to Wigan, so I think he'll probably get gone. So I don't really see a future for him in the team. Obviously, Wes Harding will be going. He'll be going back to wherever he came from, Millwall. Is he out of contract? He is out of contract, but he's 29 years old, so he'll definitely be leaving us. Then we've got a few, youngster Joseph Hatch, definitely out of contract. I'm not looking to extend his, even though he's got 4.5 stars of potential. Not very good. Not very good technically. He's got League One potential. That's not really good enough. Nathaniel Ogbeta could be a potential one that we do offer a new contract to, but that remains to be seen. I'm still not convinced. If we can get him down below 4K, I think that'd be decent. I think, but judging by the mess of the wage budget, I don't think we're gonna do that. And that's the same with Zach Baker. He'll be out of contract along with Joe Rules, Joe Edwards, and Connor Hazard. Obviously picked up that nasty injury. Still got 8 months left to go. I think we'll definitely be losing him. But I think obviously 3 goalkeepers out of contract. We probably should sign one of them. But we do have a few Premier League youngsters joining us on the opening day of the transfer window, so those players might be in the first team squad, they might not be, but we'll just see how the summer goes. Then we've got a whole host, we've got a few other players obviously returning from their loan spells, including the likes of Junior Plegasreno, who probably will leave us. Jamie Patterson is another one that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Obviously, loan players, Cartwright and Mitchell will definitely also be leaving alongside Owendale and Herbie Kane. Obviously, we've still got the likes of Onasini, Ava Belarus, who obviously will come back and play a vital role alongside Michael Baidu and Max Unihig. So hopefully those players, some of those players might stay, some of them might go. So hopefully by the time the opening day of the transfer window gets around, we might have transfer listed a few players, but hopefully let's meet our new Premier League youngsters. It is the opening day of a brand new transfer window, and we have started the ball rolling with some transfers. I think all the players that are out of contract are going to be leaving us. Obviously, we do have a few Premier League youngsters joining us who we will meet very shortly. But let's take a look and see who we've been rumoured with any players. We have been rumoured with 3 players, whether or not they're all under 25, who knows. So our first rumoured player is Sam Curtis, who's an Irish right back, 20 years old, obviously at Sheffield United. Potentially could bring him in on loan. We will obviously scout him because he could be a pile of absolute rubbish. Joe Gowsey is the next one, obviously with him being 25. He turns 26 in July. That's within a couple of weeks. Chances of us signing him very slim. And then Alex Bass is 28 years old. We don't need to worry about him. Do we have any players rumoured to depart the club? Just Jamie Patterson at the moment. We are trying to get rid of him. He's wanted by numerous clubs on loan, but he is on 7.5k a week. I don't think any team's going to be willing to pay that up. All those wages on loan. So yeah, we'll kind of work with what we've got. If we just loan him out for 50% of his wages, I guess that's fine. But I just want him gone permanently. Apart from that, I don't think we've been rumoured with anyone else. I don't think. No, we don't. So yeah, should be a relatively stress-free summer. But let's meet our new Premier League youngsters. Obviously, take it with a pinch of salt. They might be not great. And obviously, we do have one player departing us, and that is Ronan Curtis. He has joined Doncaster for 195k. We made a 95k profit there, so it's not too bad. I think he was on 4k a week, so we've definitely reduced the wage budget. So we have signed 4 Premier League youngsters. I think they've all gone into our under 21. So first up, we've got Rocco Lambert, who's a right back, English right back, 2 stars of current ability, 3.5 stars of potential. At the time of giving these guys contracts, they were all showing up as 5 stars of worth of potential, but he's good enterprise national potential League One, so I don't think he's going to make it anywhere near the first team, but he comes in from Everton. Then next up, we've got Elijah Upson. He's a centre back, 18 years old, English, 2 stars of capability, 3.5 stars of potential. Again, League One potential standards, so not ideal. I was hoping Premier League or Championship, but he comes in from Spurs on the free transfer. Next up, we've got Dylan Thompson, who's a 18-year-old goalkeeper, 2 stars of capability, 3.5 stars of potential. Again, another one with potential League One standard. I think these guys will probably end up staying in the under 21s throughout the duration of their contract. I suppose the good thing is they don't take up too much of the wage budget. And Will Thompson, 18-year-old centre back, 2 stars of capability, 4 stars of potential, a little bit better than the others, but still got League One potential. He comes in from Nottingham Forest on a free transfer. I think this might be the only season we sign the Premier League youngsters, unless there's any others that crop up throughout the transfer window. Who's Sarson? Oh, good God. He's one of our youngsters. No, we can't get rid of him. No. We gotta give him a new contract. We can't. I'm not letting any of these guys go, even though most of them are wingers. I'm not sure. I can't remember who's we've got in there, but £3,000 a week. When's he signed it? March 20. Actually, that's fine because it won't go until that's completely fine. But I don't really. If we have to give contracts to all of our brightly talented youngsters, we're going to be absolutely screwed this summer. We might have to let some of them go. Oh, this is going to be fun because we do have a load of brilliant youngsters. We've got at least well, I don't know how many that is. Obviously, we've got Christy Wadham, who we saw in the previous episode in the last day of the season. He's going to be one hell of a player. He's actually already signed a new shiny new contract, which will be signed in March when he turns 17. But has he already signed it? When does he sign it? 27th of March 22. I don't know if he's. I'm sure he's got a new contract starting soon, but I'm sure he has. I'm sure he will convert over when he's 17. But we've also got the likes of Danny Bolton, Lewis Vickers, Sam Williams, Joe Sarson. That's the one that got made an offer. Gurpreet Singh. All of these wanted by Birmingham and Sons. And then we've also got Ben Parsons, Grantley Fay, and Evan Squatzito. And then we've got Leo McCormick, who's 4.5 stars worth of potential. So we've got a good 10 players, 5 stars of potential. So yeah, this could be quite a fun summer trying to keep hold of him. He's wanted by Man United. He's got very high value. I mean, if they give 5 million for one of them, I'm taking that. I am absolutely taking that. But obviously, in terms of the squad, most of it is still there, and obviously all the out of contract players will be leaving us. Solanola is going to be joining Circle Bruges when his contract expires. Then everyone else will be leaving us again. Obviously, I was in two minds whether or not to offer one of the goalkeepers a contract, but no, I thought not. They're not really going to accept a wage decrease, so we'll sign a whole bunch of new goalkeepers and hoping Max Hugh does get a work permit. Otherwise, we're going to be sending him out on loan again. So he's got decent potential with decent curability. He will definitely make an appearance for Plymouth Argyle at some point in this save, possibly. Who knows? But I think in the meantime, I'm going to try and work out how to reduce some of this wage budget. Obviously, we do have plenty of transfer budget. We could just equally do that, but I don't really want to do that just yet. But we'll see what the situation's like come July. So I think that's probably where we'll come back. I think we'll come back beginning of July. We hope when all the expired contracts have left, and hopefully, just maybe, we might have got a few new additions. Well, we are in the beginning of July. All the out of contract players have left the club, so that has left us with a very it's not a small squad. Obviously, there will be players currently leaving us. We've got a couple of bids for Julio Plegasreno, who's got bids from Leonesa, Castellon, and Hercules Almeida, all for around 51 to 150k. Over the CD has got a low bid in from Inverness. Apart from that, that's all the outgoings pretty much. I don't think we've sold anyone else for money apart from Matthew. Someone else joined Circle Bruges, so that's potential. That's one player currently going. There is a few bids for one of our youth players. I think we've got realistically, we can't keep all of them, but even if they do go, we're going to get some money for them. And I don't know if we have a potential percentage of a future fee included in that as well. I'm presuming we do because they're a youth player. We always get some form of percentage because obviously my team Exeter City, they've done brilliantly with the youngsters. We've always had a small percentage in their contracts, so I don't know if that's the same as on this game as well. So I'm going to presume that it is, and if it is, great. If not, we've got to give all our youngsters new shiny new contracts. So that's not ideal. I don't think we've signed anyone else. I don't think we signed anyone apart from the youngsters. No, that's literally it for the signings. Just them, 4 youngsters or 5 youngsters. No, 4 youngsters. Why does it say we've signed Will Thompson twice? That doesn't make any sense. But that's literally the only players we've signed. Just them 4 Premier League youngsters. In terms of the squad, it's not looking too bad. I'm sure there will be other players leaving us. So yes, Jamie Patterson, that's the other guy. He's gone out on loan to Salford, just on loan for this season, just because we have to get him out. Salford are basically paying pretty much most of his wages. I think they're paying 70-80%, so pretty much all of it. But I think there will be players coming and going, so I'm hoping we can keep the bulk of the squad. Obviously, we do have the likes of Michael Baidu back in the squad. Obviously, 10k a week. But if a club offers £8 million for him, I'm not going to be afraid to accept it. But I'd much rather keep him because I think a midfield partnership of Baidu and Belarus, I think that's going to be quite dangerous this summer, next season. That's going to be a dangerous midfield partnership, especially in League One. It's going to be mega dangerous. Although Michael Baidu's best role is in the attacking midfield, so I don't know. Might have to have a new formation, but I think he can just play in central midfield quite as easily. But hopefully, most of these players will be staying with us. Caleb Roberts, I think I was tempted on trying to sell him, but I think judging by his potential, I think probably could do with. I think we'll just I think just for the meantime, he's on quite cheap wages. I think we'll just put him into the under 21s just so we could get some regular game time with them. But I think for now, because I don't really know what we're going to do in terms of transfers, I think we're going to be working night and day until the end of the transfer window, until to hopefully try and get players in. But hopefully we'll give it about 3 weeks, so we'll come back end of July. Hopefully, just maybe, we might have some players through the door. If we don't, this is going to be terrifying. Well, with 2 weeks left to go before we start the new season, hopefully the season we get promoted in. We haven't done too much transfer business. I was hoping to have done more, but in all honesty, our squad is big enough. There's just a few more signings that we need to do. Can't remember what positions, but let's take a look and see what's been going on so far since the start of July. Obviously, we have one of our youngsters did join Sunderland. That was Grantley Fay. We do have a 15% sell-on clause included in that, so that is very, very good. So hopefully he goes there on for big money. I just think, judging by his value, I think he'll be a very, very good player when he gets a little bit older. Over the CD has joined Inverness on loan. Another youngster, Leo McCormick, has joined Hereford on loan for the rest of the season, for the whole of it. He's got decent potential. His current ability not too great, so hopefully he can improve. Then Julio Plegasreno has joined Hercules Almeida for a fee of 51k. Was on loan with them last season. Now they've spent 51k on him. I mean, he only played 5 appearances for them, but he was with us the second part of the season, so I think he'll be a decent player for them. Then Caleb Roberts has joined Bristol Rovers on loan for the whole of the season. Hopefully, he can continue to improve because he does have decent championship potential. So hopefully, he can fulfill that. Then Max Unihig has joined Luzern on loan for the rest of the season. I'm hoping this season we can get him that work permit, but it's proven to be quite difficult. If he does decide, or if they do decide, Luzern do have a potential. They do have, if I can find it, they do have a. Where does it say it? I'm sure it says it on there somewhere, but they do have a optional future fee. I think it's like 425k, which I don't see on here, but he definitely has it somewhere. Which I thought he used to say it, but basically they've updated it. Clauses? Does it say on clauses? No. That's strange because that's a that's a bit bizarre because I thought it said it, but I don't. He might not have. I might be completely making that bit up. But he's trying to do so on loan for the rest of the season. Then we have signed 2 players. Those are just trialists, so we'll ignore them. So first signing was Sam Proctor, who's a English goalkeeper, 19 years old, 3.5 stars of current ability, 5 stars of potential, decent championship player, potentially Premier League. How we've got him, I do not know, because he looks absolutely brilliant. He does come in on loan from Aston Villa for her the whole of the season, was with Cambridge actually in League 2, so the League 1, definitely the right step in his career. Then next up, we've got Heverton. He is a Brazilian right back, 3.5 stars of capability, 4 stars worth of potential, decent championship player in League 1. That's quite amazing. He comes in from QPR for a fee of 375k. Never really got a run of games with QPR, but has had numerous loan spells at PTSC and Gil Vicente in Portugal. That's where he spent most of his playing career, starting with Sporting CP. Never make an appearance for them, but not a bad club to start your career at. So hopefully he could be one hell of a player for us. That's what I'm hoping for. But there is obviously a few positions that we do obviously need. We obviously need another goalkeeper, just a backup to Proctor or someone with decent potential, just in case Unahig can't get himself a work permit. Then centre backs, what's going on? I don't know what's going on with me. I can't speak without coughing. Centre backs, right? We've got Ross Williams and Galloway, who has signed a new contract, lesser wages, which is good. Then we've also made an offer for this guy, Yujit Karadima. So hopefully he comes in. He looks brilliant. He's got decent Premier League potential, which is quite fascinating to see that nobody else has made a bid for him. So hopefully he comes in within the next 2 weeks. Then obviously left backs we've got Maxwell and McKenzie. I think we'll stick with them 2 at the moment. One of them might move on, one of them might. Obviously there's still plenty of time left before the transfer window. Sam Johnson. Obviously our only right back is Heverton at the moment. Obviously Brandon Weirton can play there, but we definitely need another right back, possibly alone, possibly just a youngster with decent potential. And defensive midfielders, we've obviously got don't really have a clear cut defensive midfield. I think Brandon Weiradu is probably our closest thing. Then obviously alongside him, we've got the likes of Boateng and Ibrahim that can do jobs there as well. Then centre midfielders, we've got Baidu and Belarus alongside Caleb Watts as well. So we're overloaded in midfield. We've got lots of options indeed. Then left wingers, we've got Samuel Silvera and just Samuel, just him. I think it's just him. Obviously, Caleb Watts can play there as well. Then on the right side, we've got Xavier Shavecki and obviously Tegan Finn. Obviously, is in the first team squad. Decent League 1, Premier League potential. So we won't play him every game, but we'll play him games here and there. Probably get him on, but primarily it will be Shavecki started on there. Right side. Then strikers, we've got Bin Peppel and Lauren Talage. Bin Peppel wanted by St Johnson. So I'm a big down to selling Ben Pepper. I think he's a useful player. He's just He's just not a star. So potential-wise, isn't great. It's sort of about average. Is he? Yeah, championship potential. So not too bad. He might say he might be going. So I mean, if he does go, I'm sure it won't be a difficult find to find a replacement. So there's definitely room for improvement. So what is this? It's basically a goalkeeper and a left winger, and that's basically done. And a right back. So there's really only 3 positions that we need, and we've got like 2 weeks to do it. So it should be doable. So obviously, like I said, we're not going to be playing the first games of League One. We're going to go straight through to the end of the transfer window. So hopefully by then we would have done a few. We might have not done any, but we'll see what happens. So we've got 2 weeks left to go to sign 3 players. Can I do it? I hope so. Well, we have made it to the start of a brand new season, but the episode isn't just over yet. This episode will obviously end when it's the end of the transfer window, regardless of if we do any more transfer business, which I'm undecided. There might be a few more additions, but I highly doubt it. But other than that, the 3 positions that we needed, I have got. I did have to get in another defender because that foreigner that we were trying to bring in wasn't going to get a work permit, which is a shame. But that's well, it was this guy to be precise. This guy couldn't get a work permit, and we couldn't give him a ESC because we've already got 2 in the squad, which is slightly it was slightly annoying, but it is what it is. But I think the players we have signed are pretty decent. So first one being, we've got Park Sung-hyu, who is a Korean left winger, 2 stars of current ability, 4.5 stars of potential. He's a good League 2 player, potentially can play in the Premier League. Probably not with us, but he does join on loan from Newcastle for the whole of the season. But I'm hoping he can make a few appearances. I don't know how good he's going to be, so hopefully he can make a impact from the bench. He ain't going to start any games apart from maybe the odd cup games here and there, but primarily he's just in there to fight with Silvera. Then next up, we've got Michael Forbes, who's a Northern Irish centre-back, 2.5 stars of current ability, 4 stars of potential, decent League One, potentially Championship. He comes in on a free transfer from West Ham, and again, he's another player. He was not going to start many games, but he's primarily competed with Brendan Galloway as that ball-playing defender. He's left-footed, so he plays on the same side as him. Then obviously on the right-hand side, we'll have our other 2 centre-backs, Reece Williams, and the other name escapes from me, I can't remember. Then next up, we've got Josh Nerville, who is a English right back, 25 years old, 3.5 stars of current ability, 4 stars of potential, leading League One, but potentially Championship. He comes in from Bradford for a fee of 650k, so we're quite pricey, but again, if you look at it, he's actually quite a decent little player. So I reckon we'll definitely sell him for £1 million in a couple seasons' time when we make the Championship or the Premier League. Then last but not least, we've got Nicholas Bilakapic. He is a Australian goalkeeper, 2 stars of current ability, 4 stars of potential, good enterprise national, potentially Championship goalkeeper. He comes in on a free transfer from Ipswich, where I presume he was also the backup goalkeeper there, and he's going to do the same job for us. He's going to be a backup as well, so I don't expect him to play any games apart from maybe in the EFL Trophy, but that's all he's going to play unless our first choice goalkeeper obviously gets injured. I don't think anyone else left the club. Yes, Ben Parsons left to join Wolves, so he's joined their under-18 team, so he's gone. But we do get, I think we do get a 15% sell with both. Ben Parsons 15% profit on the players' next transfer will go to Plymouth should he sign somewhere for money. And that's the same with Grantley Faye. We do have some clauses that we could potentially sell. We've got Maxim, who we could potentially get. We've got a 15% sell on, so I don't think we'll. Is he wanted by anyone? I mean, he looks like a decent player. Obviously, he's 26 years old, so we can't sign him. Obviously, Michael Cooper could get $500,000 for him, so that's not too bad. And Morgan Wicker we could get 600k. So, but he's got a 20% sell on. Michael Cooper 20% sell-on. So they're all very much sell-on clauses, so which I take. I'm sure most of them will go on for decent money whenever they leave their current club. So hopefully they all go for at least a couple £1 million, and that will get added to the transfer budget, which is still at $1 million. Let's fix the wage situation. That's still not fixed. We might just we'll keep 400,000 in the transfer case. Not that we're going to spend it, because I don't think we're going to sign any other players, but we will obviously go straight through to the end of the transfer window, get the first 5 games of the season out of the way, because I think it's a fairly simple start. Obviously, there's a few, I think Portsmouth and Sheffield Wednesday dropped down from the Championship. Actually, who did drop down from the Championship? If we can find out the season preview. So Oxford, Portsmouth, Sheffield Wednesday all got relegated. We're predicted to finish 4th. We've got 3 players in the Dream 11. Tollage, Baidu and Silvera. I think we've got to go up. I think it's going to be a walk in the park, certainly this first month. If we win 5 of our first 5 games, we're going up. If we lose some of them, it's going to be another sluggish season. But hopefully, by the time the transfer window slams shut, we might have a few new additions, but I highly doubt it. But hopefully, we are top of the league. The summer transfer window has slammed shut. We didn't feel the need to do any other transfers. So what we've done throughout the summer is all we've done. We haven't done any other business. So this is all we've done in the summer, plus the 4 Premier League youngsters, which most of them have gone out on loan. I can't remember who we got up to. Obviously, we have sold a few youngsters. Ben Parsons joined Wolves. Obviously, there was a future free with all the sellable persons. So Elijah Upson and Will Thompson have both joined Bristol Rovers. I realise we've sold 3 players to Bristol Rovers on loan, and I feel like he's a midfielder, Upson's a centre back, and Will Thompson is a centre back. So they basically, I mean, what is their starting lineup looking like? I tried to think what it looks like. Because obviously they've got 2 of our players in them. Actually, one of our players, and the other one. Where is the other one? I hope he's not just been put into their under 21s, because if that is the case, that's just really upsetting. But hopefully that's not the case. So we have also sold another youngster, that is Freddie Asaka. He has joined Hull under 21s for a fee of 500k. We do have a 30% sell-on included in that, so should he leave for a higher price, that would be very, very good. But in terms of the start of the season, we started very, very well. I mean, out of the 5 games, we've won 3 of them, drawn 1 and lost 1. We lost against Bolton, we beat Swindon, Huddersfield and Sheffield Wednesday. We drew against Portsmouth. We got knocked out by AFC Wimbledon in the Carabao Cup. So not the greatest of results, but the Carabao Cup, couldn't really care less about it. I'd rather focus on the league and hopefully get promoted. We have got off to a decent start in the Virtue Trophy, drawing our first game but winning that penalty shootout to gain the extra point. Completely pointless, but we got the win, sort of. But it's only 2 points, not the 3 points. But we are obviously 3rd in the league, obviously 1 point behind Leyton Orient, so not too bad. I don't know when we play them. We actually play them quite soon, so that might potentially be in the next episode, because it's a very early title fight. Actually, we've got Port Vale back to back, so that will be coming. That will be the next episode. So it was been a very successful transfer window. I am anticipating there might be a few more movements in January, but that will be to be determined very, very soon. But I will see you all in the next episode for the 2 top of the table clashes, where hopefully we can cement ourselves in the top of the table, and they will be up against Leyton Orient and Port Vale. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for lots more Football Manager content, and thank you very much for watching.